Chosen one, not everyone from your past deserves a seat in your future. Your loyalty belongs only to Allah. Chosen one, have you noticed the sudden whispers, the sudden stares, the sudden rush of people who once left you behind, now trying to come back? People who overlooked you, rejected you, even betrayed you. Now they speak your name. Now they want your presence. Now they regret letting you go. Why? Because Allah has transformed you. You are no longer the person they once knew. Your heart carries a light. Your soul carries dignity. Your presence carries a power that can't be denied. You're the hottie everyone is talking about, not because of vanity, but because Allah has polished your spirit through pain, through patience, through prayer. They see the glow, but they don't know the struggle behind it. They see the attraction, but they don't understand it is Allah's honor wrapped around you. And now, as people from the past come rushing to reclaim a space in your life, Allah is teaching you lessons. Lessons about who you are, who they are, and what your future must look like. Chosen one, people are not suddenly noticing you because of worldly beauty or material success. They are drawn to you because Allah placed something inside you that no human hand could create. It is the Nur of Allah, the light of faith, the quiet dignity that comes from walking through storms with patience and never letting go of Him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us that when Allah loves a servant, He calls Jibreel and says, "I love so-and-so, so love him." And then Jibreel loves him, and He calls the angels to love him, and finally love is placed for him on the earth. That is the secret of your attraction. They are not seeing your face. They are seeing the reflection of Allah's love upon you. They are not hearing your words. They are hearing the echoes of your sincerity, your sabr, your hidden prayers that only Allah witnessed. When people from your past now look at you with amazement, what they are really seeing is the evidence of what Allah has done in your life. You were overlooked once, but now your presence is undeniable because Allah Himself decided to write your worth into the hearts of people. Chosen one, don't ever think it's about vanity. This glow cannot be bought, this energy cannot be faked, and this attention is not yours to own. It is Allah's gift, His sign to you that when He raises someone, no force on earth can hide them anymore. Chosen one, when people from your past suddenly come rushing back into your life, it is not random and it is not without reason. It is Allah revealing hearts to you, the same ones who ignored your worth, who walked away when you were struggling, who belittled your dreams and mocked your faith, are now sending messages, trying to reconnect, trying to stand beside you as if nothing ever happened. Why? Because they see the change in you. They see the elevation Allah gave you. But here's the truth. Their return is not meant to flatter you. It is meant to teach you. Allah is showing you who they really are. Some return out of genuine regret, but many come back because they now see value where they once saw nothing. Their presence is a mirror, not of your weakness, but of their inconsistency. They did not value you when you were planting seeds in the dark, but now that Allah has allowed your tree to grow, they want to sit in the shade. They overlooked your patience, but now they want to enjoy the fruit of your perseverance. And so Allah allows them to reappear, not because they belong, but because He wants you to see their intentions clearly. Chosen one, you must understand that not every person who comes back deserves entry again. Sometimes their return is only meant to expose their true face. Allah is showing you, this one is here for your light, not for your soul. This one is here for your status, not for your sincerity. This one is here because they envy what you have, not because they support what you are. Do you see how Allah protects you? He gives you vision, He unveils the masks people wear, and He trains you not to fall into the same traps twice. Your past is full of lessons. Those who betrayed you once will likely betray again. Those who abandoned you in hardship will likely abandon you again. And those who mocked your faith will likely mock again. So, chosen one, do not mistake their sudden kindness for true love, and do not confuse their flattering words for sincerity. Look deeper. Ask Allah for discernment. Remember, the Quran tells us that the hypocrites have signs, that their words may sound sweet, but their intentions are rotten inside. That is why Allah is sending these people back your way, so that you no longer live blindly, but with wisdom. Their return is not an invitation for you to repeat old patterns. It is a divine warning that you are no longer who you were. You have been elevated, cleansed, and prepared for higher companionship, and that means you cannot go back to circles that once drowned you. Chosen one, this is how Allah protects your future. By letting the past knock on your door again, He is testing your vision. Will you allow them back in, or will you recognize that their presence is nothing more than a revelation of who they really are? Their return is not about them, it is about you. It is Allah showing you that you have grown too much to ever shrink back into what you escaped from. Chosen one, people look at you now and they see the glow, the confidence, the strength, the beauty, and many assume it has always been this way. They think you were simply born shining, that life has always handed you ease, that you simply woke up one day with this aura. But the truth, chosen one, is so much deeper, so much heavier, so much more sacred. Your glow is not from vanity, it is from struggle. Your light was forged in the darkness, your confidence was carved out of rejection, your strength was born from pain, and your beauty was refined through patience. Every scar, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every tear you cried in secret became the bricks upon which Allah built your shine. People see the finished masterpiece, but they don't know the furnace it took to mold you. When Allah wants to purify someone, He puts them through fire, just as gold must be melted before it shines. And that is what you went through. You were broken so that Allah could rebuild you. You were stripped of people, of comfort, of false security, so that Allah could replace it with Himself. You went through nights where your pillow carried your tears, where you felt abandoned, where you questioned if you could go on. But in those nights, Allah was polishing your heart, teaching it sabr, teaching it tawakkul, teaching it that true reliance is only on Him. That is why your glow is so different, chosen one. It is not fake, it is not painted on, it is real because it came from survival, from holding on to Allah when everything else fell apart. Chosen one, the Quran tells us, indeed, with hardship comes ease. Surah Ash-Shar 94:6. That ease you're experiencing now, that radiance that others cannot stop noticing, is the result of every hardship Allah walked you through. They see you smiling, but they don't know the weight behind that smile. They see your calmness, but they don't know the storms you survived. They see your strength, but they don't know the times you begged Allah just to help you stand. And that is why your glow is powerful. It carries history. It carries faith. It carries testimony. Now that people from your past are drawn to you, they think it's your looks, your success, or your outer shine. But what pulls them is deeper. It is the spiritual gravity that comes from a soul who clung to Allah in its lowest moments. That gravity is irresistible because it is not you they are drawn to. It is Allah's mercy radiating through you. But here's the wisdom. Not everyone who is attracted to your glow deserves to stand in it. Some only want the fruit, but never watered the seed. Some only want the warmth, but never walked with you in the cold. And some, chosen one, only want to touch what they once mocked, to see if they can still claim what Allah has already elevated beyond their reach. So never forget, your glow is sacred. It is not a product of vanity, but of victory. It is not the result of makeup or filters, but the result of nights of dua, days of fasting, moments of silent forgiveness when you could have chosen revenge. That is why it shines so brightly, because Allah Himself polished it. And when Allah is the one who polishes a soul, no darkness in the world can dim it. Chosen one, wear your glow with humility, but also with protection. Not everyone deserves access to it. Remember, your light is a trust from Allah, and He did not let you suffer in vain. He let you struggle so that today your shine would remind the world that nothing is more beautiful than a soul held by Allah. Chosen one of the hardest truths you will have to accept as Allah elevates you is this. Not everyone deserves a second chance to sit at your table. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your peace, your company, your light. When Allah removed certain people from your life, it wasn't by accident. It was protection. It was mercy disguised as loss. You cried when they left. You begged Allah to bring some of them back. You thought you couldn't survive without them. But now, looking back, you see that their absence was your healing. And when some of these same people suddenly return, trying to rush back into your life, Allah is testing you. Will you value the growth He gave you enough to guard it? Or will you throw it away by letting old poison back in? Chosen one, not everyone who once walked with you is meant to walk with you now. Allah has elevated you, purified you, shaped you into someone who carries wisdom, patience, and light. But some of the people from your past are still stuck in their old habits: jealousy, gossip, arrogance, envy, manipulation. If you let them back in without discernment, they will not celebrate your growth. They will try to break it. They will not protect your heart. They will try to drain it. They will not push you closer to Allah. They will pull you back into distractions and sins. That is why Allah warns you through His actions. He closed those doors once before. And when Allah closes a door, do not try to force it open again. Think about the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. His brothers betrayed him, threw him into a well, and left him for dead. Yet, when Allah elevated Yusuf, peace be upon him, to power, those same brothers came back in need of him. Yusuf forgave them, but forgiveness did not mean blind access. He forgave for the sake of Allah, but he dealt with wisdom, with boundaries, with vision. That is your lesson, chosen one. Forgive if Allah softens your heart, but don't confuse forgiveness with allowing toxic souls to re-enter your life unchecked. Mercy does not mean naivety. Islam teaches us to forgive, but also to be wise with whom we trust. Your heart is precious. Your time is valuable. Your energy is sacred. If you open your doors to everyone who once left, you will destroy the protection Allah wrapped around you. And many times, when these people come back, it is not because they love you, but because they miss what you gave them. They miss your kindness, your loyalty, your prayers, your generosity. They miss how you made them feel important, how you carried them when no one else did. But chosen one, remember, love is not about what they can take from you. It's about what they can give and how they honor you. If they only return because they see your shine now, but never valued your worth then, their return is not a gift. It is a distraction. Chosen one, Allah has taken you through too much pain for you to return to the same cages He freed you from. Every betrayal you endured was a classroom. Every abandonment was a lesson. Every heartbreak was a test. Do not fail the test by repeating the same mistakes. Not everyone deserves access to the new you, because the new you is walking with Allah in ways the old you never did. Guard your soul like a fortress. Keep your circles small and purified. And if Allah sends people back your way, weigh them not by their words, but by their actions, their faith, and their sincerity. Because the truth is simple, not everyone who had access to you in your past has earned the right to walk with you into your future. And chosen one, your future is too bright, too sacred, too divine to let it be dimmed by hands that once tried to break you. Chosen one of the reasons people from your past cannot stop thinking about you, cannot stop watching you from a distance, cannot stop rushing back into your life, is because you have become a living reminder of what they lost. When they had access to you, they didn't see your worth. When you gave them your love, your loyalty, your sincerity, they treated it like it was nothing. When you stood by them in their storms, they mocked you, doubted you, or walked away as if your presence didn't matter. But now, chosen one, Allah has elevated you, and your very existence burns as a reminder in their hearts that they let go of something priceless. You are not just a person to them anymore. You are their regret, walking in flesh. Every smile of yours, every success of yours, every blessing Allah pours on you is a mirror in front of them, showing them what they threw away. And this is not arrogance, it is truth. Remember, the Quran says, "And do not grieve over them or be in distress over what they plot. Indeed, Allah is with those who fear Him and those who are doers of good." Surah An-Nahl 16, 127-128. Allah was with you when they left you. Allah saw your tears when they laughed at your pain. Allah recorded every good you did, even when it was ignored, even when it was mocked. And now, He has honored you openly while they sit in silence, remembering how they misused their chance. You, chosen one, are living proof that Allah can raise someone others dismissed. You are walking evidence that rejection is not the end, but often the beginning of divine elevation. This is why your presence makes them restless. You are the what-if in their minds. What if they had valued you? What if they had supported you? What if they had stayed loyal when you were down? Their souls know the answer. Had they honored you, they would have shared in the barakah Allah is giving you now. But they didn't, and now they watch from a distance, filled with the bitterness of regret. This is why some of them rush back into your life, not because they truly value you now, but because they are desperate to reclaim what they once despised. They want to touch your light again, to benefit from your blessings, to erase the guilt of their own actions by attaching themselves to you again. Chosen one, you must see clearly. Their regret is not your responsibility. You are not obligated to soothe the pain they caused themselves by mistreating you. Their regret is their lesson, their burden, their punishment. Allah made you the mirror of their loss, not so that you would rescue them, but so that they would taste the reality of taking His blessings for granted. You were a gift in their life, and they ignored it. Now, Allah has taken you higher, and He will not allow them to hold you down again. So walk with dignity. Understand that you are not just a reminder of what they lost. You are a sign of Allah's justice. He honored you in front of the same people who once disrespected you. He made your name echo in places they never thought it would. He placed barakah in your steps so that everywhere you go, people see what they missed. Chosen one, wear this not with pride, but with humility. Know that Allah raised you, not because you were perfect, but because you were patient. He honored you, not because of their opinions, but because of your perseverance. And now, when people look at you, when they whisper about you, when they suddenly remember your name after forgetting it for years, understand this. You are a living reminder of the opportunities they wasted, the love they threw away, the blessing they mishandled. And while they are drowning in regret, Allah is raising you higher. That is the justice of your Lord. Chosen one, when you begin to rise, when your presence starts to shine so brightly that people cannot stop mentioning your name, it is easy to think this is a blessing without danger. You might feel honored when people flock to you, when they whisper about you, when they try to chase the light that Allah has placed in you. But know this truth: your popularity is a test. It is not always a gift. In fact, sometimes it is a trial heavier than loneliness, because when you are unknown, your heart is safe. But when people begin to know your name, when they begin to admire you, when they begin to place you on a pedestal, that is when Shaitan looks for an opening to corrupt your heart. The Quran reminds us, that home of the hereafter we assign to those who do not desire exalted status upon the earth or corruption, and the best outcome is for the righteous. Surah Al-Qasas 28:83. This is the warning. Your elevation is not for your ego, it is for your responsibility. The popularity you now carry is a trust from Allah, and He is watching. Will you use it to guide people closer to Him, or will you fall into the trap of pride and raya, doing things just to be seen? Remember the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the most beloved, the most followed, the most remembered man on earth. Yet he lived with humility so deep that he mended his own clothes, sat with the poor, and ate with slaves. Popularity never changed him, because his heart belonged to Allah alone. That is your role model, chosen one. Think of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. His beauty made him admired by everyone. His position of power made him sought after by nations. But his popularity was not ease. It brought jealousy from his brothers, false accusations from those who envied him, and trials that threw him into prison. His story is your reminder. Being loved by many is not always safety. It is often the very reason you will be tested more severely. When your name is on people's tongues, you must fight harder to keep Allah's name on yours. Chosen one, understand this. People's attention can be dangerous. Crowds may clap for you today and turn against you tomorrow. The same lips that praise you in public can curse you in private. The same people who admire your light may secretly envy it, hoping for it to dim. Popularity exposes you, and exposure brings both admiration and hatred. That is why you must never depend on it, never measure your worth by it, never lose yourself chasing it. Your worth was always in how Allah sees you, not in how many eyes watch you. Allah gave you this test so you could walk with caution. Guard your heart against arrogance. Guard your intentions against riyah. Guard your soul against the temptation to perform for people instead of worshipping for Allah. Every compliment you receive should make you fall into sujud, not into pride. Every time your name spreads, let it be a reminder that your accountability has also increased. Because chosen one, popularity is not a crown, it is a responsibility, and Allah will ask you how you carried it. So walk carefully, stay humble. Remember the prayer of the righteous. O Allah, do not leave me to myself for the blink of an eye, because only Allah can protect your heart from the poison that hides within popularity. Chosen one, your shine is from Allah. Keep it with Allah, or risk losing it to the very people who now clap for you. Chosen one, when people from your past suddenly rush back into your life, when doors that were once closed start knocking again, when the world suddenly begins to orbit around you in ways it never did before, remember, this is not a coincidence. This is a divine test. Allah is watching how you will respond, how you will handle the sudden flood of attention, how you will guard your heart against illusions. Every person returning, every voice calling, every smile that looks like an opportunity is a test of your discernment. Allah is asking you, will you choose wisely this time? The truth is, chosen one, you are no longer who you used to be. You are not the desperate soul begging for crumbs of attention. You are not the broken heart that tolerated mistreatment for the sake of belonging. You are not the overlooked one who settled for half love, fake friendships, or shallow loyalty. Allah has rebuilt you. He has raised you. He has purified you. And now, the choices you make carry greater weight because your soul is no longer in the dirt. It is standing on a platform Allah gave you. That platform requires wisdom, not weakness. If you carelessly allow the wrong people back in, you risk losing the peace Allah gave you, the clarity He blessed you with, and the light He placed upon your face. Remember, the Quran tells us, O you who have believed, fear Allah and be with those who are true. Surah Tawbah 9:119. This is your command. Not everyone is true, and not everyone is meant to be by your side. Some return only because of what they see on the outside, your shine, your status, your barakah. But they are blind to your inner worth, your sincerity, your connection with Allah. If you let them in blindly, they will dim your light, because their hearts were never aligned with yours in the first place. This is why Allah is giving you a choice, a chance to sift through the noise, to separate the sincere from the opportunistic, to choose wisely who walks with you into your future. Chosen one, think about Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. When Allah commanded him to leave his people and their idolatry, he walked away. Even though it was painful, even though it meant loneliness, he chose Allah over familiarity. And what did Allah do? He made Ibrahim the father of nations, the friend of Allah. Or think of Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, raised in Pharaoh's palace. He could have stayed with the riches, the power, the false glory, but he chose Allah, and that choice led him to liberation and prophecy. Their greatness came from their wisdom in choosing Allah over comfort, over old ties, over empty offers. That is your example, chosen one. Right now, Allah is allowing people from your past to knock. Not because they belong, but because He wants to see if you can recognize the traps you once fell into. He wants to know, will you open the door to betrayal again? Will you ignore the lessons of your pain? Or will you stand firm and say, no, I am not who I used to be. Allah has raised me too far for me to fall for the same illusions again. This is not about being cruel, it is about being wise. Forgive them if you must, but don't give them the same access that nearly destroyed you before. Your wisdom now is a form of worship. Every time you pause before letting someone close, every time you measure their sincerity, every time you pray istikhara before committing, you are honoring Allah's protection over you. And chosen one, that is what He wants. Not that you become bitter, but that you become discerning. Not that you close your heart completely, but that you open it only for those who walk with truth. Your life is too sacred to waste on half-hearted people. Your mission is too divine to be distracted by those who see you as entertainment. And your soul is too valuable to be handed to people who once treated it like it was nothing. So, chosen one, choose wisely. Let your heart be guided by Allah, not by nostalgia, not by loneliness, not by flattery. When you choose with Allah, you will never lose. Because sometimes saying no is an act of worship. Sometimes closing the door is protecting the blessing Allah gave you. Sometimes walking away again is the only way to honor how far you've come. You don't owe anyone access to your life. You owe Allah your loyalty. And if you choose wisely, the people who are meant for you will never have to force their way back in. Allah Himself will align them with your path, and their presence will bring peace, not confusion, growth, not regression, love, not deception. Chosen one, never forget. Your future is too bright for old shadows to follow you. Choose wisely, because the decisions you make now are not just about who walks with you. They are about who you will be when you stand before Allah. Chosen one, you have now seen it with your own eyes. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Not everyone deserves a place in your heart. And not everyone deserves access to your journey. Allah has lifted you from the dirt to the light. And with that elevation comes responsibility. Your wisdom, your patience, your choices, they are all part of your test. The same people who overlooked you, the same ones who doubted you, the same ones who once turned their backs, now circle around because they see what Allah has done for you. But remember, this is not about them, this is about you. It is about proving to Allah that your loyalty belongs only to Him, that your heart is too sacred to be bought, too strong to be fooled, too pure to be diluted. You are not walking alone. You are walking with Allah, and with Him you are never truly in need of anyone. So, when the past knocks, when the false masks appear, when the noise tries to drown your clarity, pause, breathe, and remind yourself, I am chosen, and chosen ones do not stumble where they once fell. They rise, they walk with dignity, and they guard the gift Allah has given them. Stay firm, chosen one. Your story is not ending here. It is only beginning, and the best is yet to come. And if this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of the Prophets, where the journey of the chosen continues.